Saw dudes, Calus Mini Tool is goated. This is the one time that size doesn't matter. The gun was originally introduced in Season of Opulence and made a comeback as a craftable weapon. It still stands as one of the best primary weapons after 4 years. I'll be going over the best perks for the gun while doing my best to avoid size jokes. Let's get started. Calus Mini Tool is a 900 RPM SMG that sits in the lightweight archetype. It is technically classified with Mida Multi-Tool due to the Mida Synergy perk, which grants additional speed benefits when Mida Multi-Tool is also equipped. It also has 2-axis as its origin trait. It states that final blows with this weapon while your super is full grant a 20-point bonus to strength and discipline for 12 seconds. If you have issues holding onto your super for too long, this perk might just help you out a bit. There are a couple perks in the first and second column that I would highly recommend using. Small bore increases range and stability by 7 points each. It extends the effective range of the weapon and helps control the recoil a bit more. It helps a bit with its fast fire rate, especially for controller players. I think there are 2 mag options in the second column that are worth your attention. Let's first start off with accurized rounds, which adds 10 points of range. With small bore, this will push out the effective range by a whopping 1 meter. I'm being sarcastic by the way if you couldn't tell. This mag choice is for those who value range over everything else. As for me, I would go with Flared Magwell, perk that adds 15 points to reload speed and 5 points to stability. I think that this perk is much better from a usability standpoint. The 1 meter of extra range provided by accurized rounds doesn't do much in PvE content. Reload speed, on the other hand, reduces the downtime that Calus Mini Tool will experience in between reloads. At the end of the day, the mag perk is up to you, so you decide what you value more. When it comes to the masterwork, you can choose either stability or range. Stability helps a lot for controller players and makes the gun feel like a literal laser. Range is for those who would like to teabag normies in the Crucible. Mods are up to you. I prefer to use a counterbalance stock mod to take the recoil direction to 95 points for a better shooting experience. There are only 2 god rolls for the Calus Mini Tool. The first is Unrelenting plus Incandescent. Unrelenting heals for 80 HP and begins health regen after killing a set amount of enemies to fill an internal counter. The amount of enemies needed to proc the effect scales with the enemy's rank. Incandescent spreads Scorch to nearby enemies on kill. This roll is perfect for ad clear and pretty much all content. Unrelenting provides extra survivability, and Incandescent thins out crowds extremely fast while also synergizing with solar subclasses. The Scorch ticks provided by Incandescent make survivors of the blast easier to kill, so that activations of Unrelenting are faster later on. There's a good reason why so many top tier players use this roll. Next up is Threat Detector plus Surrounded. This roll is identical to the one I recommended on the Calus SMG and comes back for the same reason. Threat Detector buffs stability, handling, and reload speed when within 15 meters of at least one enemy. If there is more than one, all the buff values are increased, and the change is very noticeable. Surrounded increases damage by a massive 40% while within 8 meters of 3 enemies, 47% with the enhanced perk. This roll lacks the pure ad clear potential of the first, but can shred through orange bars and harder content much faster. This roll demands aggression, so it may not be for everyone. If you are concerned about dying a ton using Surrounded, you can sub out Threat Detector for Unrelenting. It'll help take some of the heat off when you begin to slay out. Calus Mini Tool still remains as one of the best legendary primary weapons in Destiny 2. I don't think many come close to it, with the exception of the Calus SMG. Plus, the ornament makes it look super cute, like a mini briefcase gun. I hope this weapon review helped you out. As always, thank you for watching, and happy farming.